Hey, I'll keep this brief. I'll keep it brief. Um, I had some revelations really recently, very recently, like today, like 5 minutes ago. I'm realizing here that we are supposed to be the light of the world down here. We're supposed to help people get closer to that peace of mind of knowing that we don't have to worry about bills. We don't have to worry about um, food, really. We don't, because we'll have it at our pickings. We don't have to worry about if our children will be safe. Um, there's going to be a place on this earth for those people. And I feel like it's coming soon. That there will be peace, unspeakable joy on this earth, where there will be no bills, there will be no rent, there will be no mortgage, there will be no worrying if we have enough food and if there's any safety amongst us. That day is coming very soon. The reason I come to this is realizing in my own journey of trying to find my mate, that true mate that's perfect for me. I mean, from head to toe, he may not be perfect, but damn, he perfect for me. And it could be anything. Just like that India Ari song. He is the truth and he is so real. And when she talk about it, I love that gap in between his teeth. That part. I'm sitting here like, come on, let's come with the for real. That he does not have to be perfect, but damn, he will be perfect for me. And realizing that I might have had that right in my hands. I may have materialized him from years of being, underdeveloped because of all my traumas, stuck in this childhood loop in my mind that I can, visualize this man. And one day he's going to be real, that he's going to be, intelligent. He's going to be funny. He's going to be outgoing, outspoken, truthful, honest, brave. I mean, courageous and endurant and perseverant and an initiator, an innovator. You know what I'm saying? I could just see so many different things and qualities about this person because I was looking in the mirror and I was picking out some of these things and I'm going, hey, this is what I want my man to look like. This is what I want my man to talk like. This is what I want my man to act like. Like, I had it perfectly picked in my brain growing up. And I would imagine this man was with me all the time doing the regular little mundane things, and it would be so perfect because we know each other so well because we were pretty much just alike. But he was male and I was female. That man knew everything about me, so I didn't have to worry about if my little quirks or little fears or little antics, threw him off, just as well as if his little fears and his little antics and, little weird things, ticked me off of where I would leave. He wanted to have that security just as well as I wanted to have that security, that his little antics were not so much for me that I would be running off and thinking, oh my God, this person crazy. Like, oh my God, this person weird. Like, I can't deal with him. I was not like that with this person. And in my mind growing up, like I said, I created him to be just like me, but in male form. Because I would always wonder, like, people would say, you got low self-esteem. That's why you had sex before you was married, and how you had kids before you were married, and you had low self-esteem. That's why you fat, and and I'm just sitting there like, but I didn't have low self-esteem. Not to an extent. It was more so I allowed other people's fears to creep into my head. I allowed other people's doubts to creep into my head to make me think these things about myself, so that I wouldn't progress, so that I wouldn't move forward, so that I would be continually a procrastinator and in fear to make different moves and do different things, even though my heart was screaming out for it, saying, hey, do this. And I'm going, nah, let me try this first. I say, I hear you, intuition. I hear you talking, God, but let me try this first. So here I go. In not listening to God, I ended up creating my reality to be hard and eventful, dramatic, and even more so traumatic, because I was attracting these things into my life that were causing me to struggle pretty much, when all I had to do was listen to my intuition on so many different things, on whether it was a job or whether it was, having sex with a man that knowingly does not want to be in a relationship with me or have anything else to do with me, but just want to have sex. And that's it. But pretending like he cared about me type thing. And it's like, okay, I kept running into that and ended up being with a man who cheated on me for years. And I allowed it because I didn't want to break up my children's home. Like, here I go with all these stipulations on what it should look like to have a stable home. I created it in instability. Make it make sense. You create you build a house on a weak foundation, it's likely to crumble. Okay? So what were you thinking? Your intuition told you don't go that way, but Yolanda went anyway. And Yolanda had to suffer the consequences of not listening to her intuition, her spirit guide. God. All one being. We all one. We are one. Like Franklin Beverly and Mays say, we are one. So we all belong to each other. And that's why I was losing myself so much, trying to protect other people and get everybody else on the same page and make sure everybody else knew what needed to be done and did what needed to be done. No, I wasn't paying attention in class when it was in session because I was trying to make sure everybody else was doing it. It don't work that way. You can't. Just like on an airplane, when the airplane say, hey, if we going down, don't worry about putting that mask on nobody else. You got to put that on yourself because you can't help nobody else if you ain't right. Period. You can't expect a man to come into your life with all this strength and, vigor and, all of these good qualities if you not possessing those good qualities. And the first way to possess those qualities is to do what you're told and guiding you, which is the point, into a better path so that you can have a more easier life, so you can be more relaxed, so you won't have to deal with the stressors of the oppressor. You wouldn't have to worry about that. You would be okay, but you created your reality to look like this. And now you have to clean it up. One thing at a time. This is where your patience has to come in. You talking about a revelation? Like, boy, if that ain't a revelation to whoop your ass. That just told me everything. in so short. And I swear it was almost like somebody stepped into my body and looked me in, like I was standing in a mirror, but the mirror flipped around on me somehow. And it was like, look at you. Ain't nobody fault. Get out your ego. Stop, blaming everybody else for your shit. You made these decisions. You made these choices. Who gonna tell you the truth? You always talking about being truthful and honest. Here's your point. Here's your opportunity to hear some honesty. And it has to come from you, unfortunately. Yourself. Look yourself in that mirror and say, damn, I chose this for myself. I can't blame nobody. Because if I had to listen to my intuition, it would be this way. It's the same as if you, like, I know everybody know this. You taking a test in school, and then you got the, A, B, C, D, options. And then it comes to the point where you know the answer, like you hear the answer in your head going, B. And you go, oh, you circle B. And then you go back like, let me go back. I think it's D. Normally, for me, like 9 times out of 10, when I chose the opposite of my initial thought, I was wrong every freaking time. Like, damn, I said it was B first, so you could tell where you erased the damn thing. You could tell you had that answer first, but you chose not to listen to your intuition. You could have been getting A's long time ago. You could have been getting B's and, long time ago. Because, of course, if you don't genuinely know the answer, you're not going to know the answer. But when you know, and you still go against what you know, oh my God, you kick yourself in the ass afterwards. Like, it's the worst feeling to go against yourself. This whole time you had the answer and you went against yourself. That's why you're struggling. This is why. Listen to yourself. This is a good way to just clear that all the way up. Oh, this is my picture. One of the visions I got within my growing and healing journey. Man, and this popped up in my head and I couldn't do nothing with it. I just had to paint it. I'm like, this is what's coming out. And of course, I'm a beginner. So I did that based off what I saw in my head. So it's just, this journey has been something else. And that's why I wanted to create this page, because the revelations are just bananas. It's blowing me. And, not in the way we like to be. That's pretty much all I can say about that. But that's something else I've been on too, a celibacy journey. And I think in protest, because I didn't choose this for myself at all, but it ended up being that. So I'm saying that to say, when, my original point was I ended up losing the best thing that ever happened to me, because I didn't listen to my intuition, because I didn't be patient with myself first. Check for me first. Check in with me first before I start throwing the accusations out and the fears out and the doubts out to everybody. I didn't do that right. That mirror was just reflecting back on me, which is what they're calling the triggers, to remind you that your shit ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Fix your shit before you go pressing at people and they shit. I preach this all the time, seemingly to everybody. But now here's my turn. It's my turn. I'm under the whip now. I'm getting my ass whipped. I'm getting cracked across my head. The revelations are crazy. The judgment is here, bro. We're in judgment at this very moment. We didn't need no fireworks to happen in the sky, no weird anomalies to come down. This is the revelation of waking up from this weird stupor that this system had us under, and to believing that we're something lesser than what we are, which are gods. We are all gods. We're from God. We're from the source of God. He created us. And the Bible even says it, you know. He formed man from the dust of the ground, breathed into the nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Like, we living and breathing on our own, autonomically, of course. Is that it? Is that the word? Autonomically? Either way. Yeah. Oh, that's something else I did at a sip and paint. No biggie. But yeah, it's been a lot with this journey, and the revelations have been just flowing in one after another, and it's helping me to realize a lot of things all at once, like how I lost my femininity because of the fears and the self-doubts and the insecurities and the pain I put myself through. There's a book out called either Stop Breaking Your Own Heart or Don't Break Your Own Heart. Something of the same. But I'm sitting here like reading through Instagram, certain parts of it that pop up showing that, these are the different things you were doing to bring this to yourself. You did that. Like, wake up, Yolanda, or whoever's reading this book or watching this video. You did that to yourself. You made these choices. This is your life, your reality. You created this. Boom. I materialized a whole man to come into my life. Oh my God. That was perfect for me. But because of my fears, I let my fears overtake me again. And my doubts came creeping in, and I wasn't listening to my intuition to be patient about this situation and just take it slow. Just be okay with taking it slow. Yes, before, men used to want to rush in and just take everything. They want sex. They want you to do all the wifely duties without giving you a damn thing. Yeah, okay. So now here's a man who's not like that. You don't even know how to fucking act. You don't even know how to act. You don't know how to chill. You don't know how to relax. You don't remember all the things you said to yourself beforehand of how you wanted this man to react to you, to respond to you, to talk to you. You wanted even to the sound of his voice and the tone of his voice. I had this shit perfectly planned the fuck out. And then here it comes right in front of me, materialized right in front of me, bro. And I had the opportunity to be patient, and I didn't take it. So I've been kicking myself in the seat of the pants since November, the beginning of November. Eating my own words, eating shit, because I'm sitting here like, oh my God. No, of course, in any other dynamic, from any other direction of the men who were there before him, it would have been immediately, girl, let that nigga go, because he ain't doing shit. But gaslighting you, he ain't doing shit. But making you feel like a dumbass, he ain't doing shit. But, telling you that he wants you, but keeping you stringing along just so he won't have to give you what he promised you. He's still getting everything he wants, but you ain't getting what you want. He can call you whenever he wants, but you can't call him whenever you want. he can ask you to come over in the middle of the night and you would probably run right by his side. He say, jump. You say, nigga, I did that yesterday. I've been there. I was there before you even said jump, okay? I'm already in the sky. I'm already up there. So you telling, that man is telling you what he want from you on a regular fucking basis, and you were there for him. But just to keep you interested, he throw them breadcrumbs out to you. Say a little, I love you, babe. Say a little, I miss you, babe. Say a little, you so perfect, babe. You so beautiful, babe. And then you melt like a pound of butter. Nothing. You ain't getting what you want, really. Yes, okay. The words of affirmation are cute. Every now and then on the text when you want to hear that shit all day. Even though he ain't got all day to be just sitting up texting you. You had an opportunity to just chill and be like, okay, I know he busy. Leave it alone. 3-4 days go by, yet your ass go running out the damn door like, I can't take this. You ain't paying me no attention. Yes. That's why he letting you sit your ass over in that corner until you remember who the fuck you talking to. He put you in timeout, girl. I've been on timeout since November. He like, when she calm the fuck down. And be patient. Boy. And all I can do is look at myself in the mirror and go, tisk, tisk, tisk. If you just listen to your damn self. Just listen to yourself. You hear that little voice in there that's talking to you. It ain't steering you wrong. It's telling you what you need to hear so that you can do the things you need to do and get the things you want. Be patient. Part of being in your feminine energy is being patient. Let that man be a man and do what he's doing. Like, he wants to be a provider. He wants to take care of you. Let him. Let him. It's okay. I know you've been by yourself this whole time. You've been doing a lot on your own. But guess what? We're going to keep going right back to the beginning of that statement. Who put you there? Because if you had been patient, you wouldn't be doing things all by yourself. If you had been patient, you wouldn't have to handle everything on your own. You really don't, but you won't listen to that voice in there telling you originally that first feeling you get, where to go, where not to go. Even when it looks scary, your energy is screaming for that thing. You feel your gut turn upside down and your heart start kind of pumping a little bit faster. You're going, I think that's for me because I like that. I can't keep my eyes off it. I want that. But then that little fear ego button clicks on like, oh shit, wait a minute. He might be like them other niggas and try to hurt you now. He might be like them other niggas and just want to have sex with you now. Get him. Wait a minute now. Stop it. Stop it all. And then now what? Yeah, here I am. What is this? 8 months later? And I'm still alone. Make it make sense. Yeah. Part of the choices I made for myself. Needed mommy's attention. It's okay. Everything is working out now. As we know, it will anyway. It's just you taking a lot of detours to get there. Just like today, on my way home from work, I was expecting to get home at a timely hour so that I can run to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying, get some food for my house because we've been, a little depleted on the fresh produce in the house and stuff. So things have been a little weird recently. But I went and did what I needed to do. But of course, there was a few detours I had to go through. Traffic was doing some weird stuff. There was some type of violent act that happened on 79th and Lafayette, in Chicago. Of course, I'm a Chicago girl. I work in Chicago, but live in the suburbs. But the there was some side of, the police had it all blocked off going eastbound. I was going southbound, and geez, man, that traffic was packed on that street that I normally. It's so weird. I normally get through there a little bit easier than I would get on that damn expressway. So for some reason today, no, traffic slowed down tremendously. But that's why I'm thankful for being able to have a little bit of money in my pocket so that I can pay for YouTube to, get me through the hump of driving in that traffic. On the way home, something to relax me, something to, enlighten me and give me some insight on what's going on in my life and help me see things a little bit clearer. And I swear YouTube has been a lifesaver for me and helping me to understand all the things that is good for me and not good for me, things that work for me and don't work for me, helping me to hear myself talking and go, okay, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. You'll be able to have that opportunity to check in on yourself on a regular basis. And people are actually putting their thoughts and their ideas and their research on this thing for everybody to have in their hands instead of having to spend thousands of freaking dollars over the course of so many years to find something out that you end up finding out by life experience anyway, or by chance anyway. Normally the books in these schools are not teaching us the things that help us through the rest of our lives. Some people get stuck in a loop, yes, and they do the same thing every day till the day they die and don't question it. I don't get those people. But yeah, who don't see more for themselves. And I'm not saying that, you always got to try to attain more and more and more, but I'm very well rounded. So I can, chill with the highest as well as the lowest. It don't even matter who, but God put me on this planet to do that, to be able to be a light of this world. Hence the term light worker. Star seed. Because we are parts of the true divine light, the source, all power, all knowing. And we are all a part of them. So to be able to access that, we have to eat healthy. And eating healthy is eating the fruits of this planet, the vegetables of this planet, because we're from this planet. The only things from this planet help us thrive and heal and remain healthy. So if we don't have those things, we're dying fast, dying young. Even though death should not be something to be afraid of, because we regenerate in some other form. we have so many regenerations, but people don't know that because when we get here, we have amnesia for some reason. But, hearing about it, and I'm just like, at the time hearing about it, I'm not fathoming it. It's not making sense to me. But then I hear it again after some time has passed and I don't even hear it anymore. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Oh, clink, 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 like it's registering. Like, am I getting reprogrammed, deprogrammed? Because I didn't see those things in my head. I watched a movie or video and all of a sudden those things in my head now. I got programmed to see that in the future, or is this really an ability to be able to see the future? It's crazy. And realizing what's supposed to happen here, what we're supposed to be doing here. And not knowing your purpose is the most scary thing. And I didn't know my purpose for a long time because I was trying to fit in so bad. Ugh, not even realizing that I wasn't meant to fit in. I'm not here for that. That's the part that's hilarious to me. Realizing that I was being a people pleaser this whole time, and realizing now that I'm not even here for people. Not in that way. I'm not here for you. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm not I'm not here for you to be okay with me. I'm only here so you can see some truth and understand what truth look like. And understand what patience looks like. Understand what growth looks like. Understand what healing looks like. Because you see the past and you see me at my present. But some people ain't gonna get to see my future. Some people only saw the past or come out of nowhere and all of a sudden here's the future. The future is me as a different person, mentally, emotionally, even physically, because I've been gaining weight up until 2-3 years ago, and now it seems I've been losing weight. 75 pounds that I never thought I could lose. I thought I was going to be fat for life. But when I started seeing those pounds fall off of there, because somebody told me a long time ago before I even gained weight that I was fat, and I believed them. And guess what? I ended up getting fat because I already believed that I was fat. So my body got fat. You notice how everything connects together? And if you don't, I'm so sorry. I'm probably confusing the shit out of you. I'm so sorry. But that's what's going on in my head right now. I used to make not fun of people like this, but like looking at social media and looking at YouTube and being like, damn, like what makes these people feel like they got all the answers? Why do they feel like people want to hear them talking? Like, how egotistical are they to think that somebody want to sit here and listen to them talk? Like, they don't have no degrees. They don't have no, I don't know who these people are. They just on YouTube. So what? So what you saying these things? How I care? Why do I care what you saying these things for? Like, who are you to me? Not even realizing these are your guides. These the people that you were resonating with, like certain TV shows you watch, certain not just TV shows, but like movies, even like anything that you put a lot of your attention into and your energy into has a resonation with you for a reason. Oh my God. And I heard this from another guy who's on YouTube, right? I just heard this the other day. And I'm realizing it as I'm speaking to y'all now. Like, it's so weird that how it all connects. He stated it, that, the reason you resonate with these certain things in this time frame is because in one of your previous lives, which is some stuff I thought I was only in storybooks and TV shows, that people actually had former lives before the life that they're living right now. It's mind-blowing to realize that I was somebody else before I was born here at one point in some other body. Like, what the fuck? Like, who was I? Who was I in this other time on this planet? Like, that makes me wonder. Like, I've always been intrigued by those type of movies. Like, oh my God. Something just popped in my head. I heard from, oh God, I hate when I do that. When one of the movies that I love so much, Coming to America, the first one, when the lady put her hands together and she got like this wrap or this garb on, and she, like she been out in the sun for her whole life. She put her hands together like she praying, and I was Joan of Arc in my former life. I'm sitting there like, damn, is she for real? Mind you, this movie came out when I was like 9 years old. So I'm sitting there like, bro, she on a whole nother level. Like, that's some shit I want to be one day. To be able to know who the fuck I was before I got here. I like, that's some next level shit right there. Like, you know it all if you knew who you were before you became the person you are in this body right now. Like, man. Was I a king? Was I a queen? Because they say sometimes you come as feminine, sometimes you come as masculine. Who's to say? Shit. Like, who am I resonating with when I look at old movies back in the day? Like, before I was born type shit. Like, I'll be looking at all that stuff like, I was probably a male tap dancer. Probably why I wanted to tap dance so much. And boy, I was a male piano player. Because I love piano and I wanted to learn the piano. It's never too late. I can learn still. Watch me. Watch me learn. I'm doing pretty nice with this pink on. Even though my hair a little frizzy, it's still cute. Anyway, I just had to, boost myself a little bit. Because back in the day, I never did. I never even tried. I always listen to everybody else telling me that my nose was too big, or I'm too dark skinned, or my booty too big, or I'm too fat, before I was even fat. Okay? So my self-esteem was only low because people put it into my brain to make it so. Like, so if you, and making it a negative thing to be the person that I am, instead of saying, hey, you beautiful any way you want to look. You want to look big? You want to be big? You're going to be beautiful big. You want to be small? You're going to be beautiful small. You want to be bald? Be bald and beautiful. You will be bald and beautiful, okay? Because you're going to be loved at any rate. You know what I'm saying? If somebody had said that to me, my self-esteem probably would have been bigger. I wouldn't have been so hard at taking compliments from people. It was hard for me to accept compliments. That self-esteem was something else. It's weird that other people's idea of you can affect you so bad. Like, and why the hell did I care what other people thought? Why did I care so much? And I'm sitting here thinking, like, now, as a woman who has 6 offspring, 3 of which are in their adult years, me with 3 adults. What? Make it make sense. Then the other 3, of course, I'm just baffled. Like, for real. Because now I just lost what the hell I was saying. I'm trying to remember what I was saying because there was so much going on at once. Because I'm realizing, like, me with 6 offspring. Sounding like, somebody's grandma sometimes. But I live by example with these kids. I have to make sure that I'm showing them, no more trauma. No more trauma. We're not doing the traumas. I let them know that they can talk to whoever they want to talk to, make their own choices, and their choice is the best choice because whatever makes them comfortable, whatever makes them happy, do that. If you feel comfortable, do it. If you feel happy, do it. Because why? Why do we have to live on fear and the dangers of this world? Like, oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. Stay from over here. Don't go that high. Don't run that far. You in this box of what you can and can't do, and you actually created your reality to do whatever it is. But anyway, I know I was talking about me, having other lives and stuff, but how amazing it would be. I'm just all over the place. I'm all freaking over the place. One minute I was here, next minute I'm across the street. I got these amazing abilities to hop all over the place. But I'm trying to paint a picture here. Like, it's how it's all connected. That's basically what I'm saying. How everything connects together. Like, it's just not some random talking. It's not no rambling situation. Like, these, I'm literally speaking cognitively, saying how all of this stuff connects to each other. Like, how it works together, and how we really are a creator of our own realities. I created them 6 kids, or I'm not going to call them kids because I learned better now not to call them kids because they're not kids. You know, I rebuke that negative energy. But it had something to do with my self-esteem too. It was just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I'm sorry. I'm probably confusing the hell out of y'all. But it's just me in my journey, my healing, my learning myself and who I am. Knowing that I created this man to look like me, but in masculine form. I doubled myself on this planet this time. The God in me doubled me this time. And he running opposite direction of me, just like I'm running opposite direction of him, because we love each other so damn much and we don't know how to express it to each other because we don't know how to love, because nobody taught us how to love. We just know that we feel love and we want to express that shit, but he expressed it one way, I express it another, and we don't understand each other's love languages. Not yet, at least, unless we have a conversation. Don't know when the hell that's going to be, because as I stated before, I'm on timeout. I'm on timeout. Whether God put me on timeout or he put me on timeout, I'm in timeout because he ain't called me. I mean, he texted me for Mother's Day, which was good. I appreciated that. But he didn't. He didn't engage much, and I didn't engage much either. Like, I wanted to, keep it simple too. Like, I don't want to do too much showing my emotions yet, because I don't know where his head at in the situation. But according to what I've been hearing, whatever I'm going through on my end, he's going through on his end too. So who's supposed to talk first? Who's supposed to come to Jesus? So we can have a come to Jesus meeting. Is it me or is it him? And I'm up here trying to learn patience, and I'm saying, hey, last time I overstepped and I stepped over that line, and I said, okay, you know what? I ain't supposed to call him. I'm supposed to wait for him to call me, but fuck this. I want to call him anyway. To hear what he got to say. He gonna answer me. They tell me why he acting like he acting. Then he ain't got to answer me. If he don't want to. He don't owe me nothing. Because we wasn't in no relationship. If he didn't want to be bothered with me, that was his prerogative. If I was causing him to be, triggered in some way that was upsetting his unhealed self, who am I to say anything? Because he was triggering some unhealed selves in me. Shit. Like, I'm seeing some parts of me. I'm going, whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't ready for that. You're doing too much. That feels too good. And I'm going to start wanting that all the time. Wait a minute now. Shit. But I didn't listen to myself and go, you know what? This feels good. I want this around all the time. Let me make sure he's around all the time. So what do I know so far that lets me know what to do for men and what not to do for men? How to be with men, how not to be with men. Because if I'm too much in my masculine energy, he'll run away. Because he can't deal with another masculine energy because he's so masculine. He'll stamp out the masculine. So fast and hard. It's crazy. He's a true alpha male. Okay, the divine masculine is a true alpha male. This man is beefy, scary, not in a bad sense for me. Not for me. He ain't scary at all. Not to me. But he's damn intimidating. His voice is just as strong as mine is, but in a masculine. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, I'm the only person in the world with these lungs. Like, how am I loud? Like everybody else is like, why are you yelling? I'm like, I'm yelling. I'm loud as hell, even still saying, I'm yelling. I didn't know I was yelling. Everybody looking like, whoa, she loud. And people say it all the time, like, damn, you loud. And I'm like, okay, am I supposed to take that in a negative way? Because how am I taking this? Because should I be offended? Or should I try to tone it down? But I'm regularly told this, that I need to tone it down. To need to come down into a like, you know, you're in a quiet room and you keep your voice at a quiet level because you don't want to disturb everybody because they were probably in their rooms, excuse me, clear my throat chakra, in their rooms, minding their businesses, reading their books, watching their movies, playing on their phones or talking on their phones. And here I am, rah, rah, loud, loud. And they going, oh God, I can't even hear her. She talking all loud. I get it. So I've been working on that. This part of my healing and learning journey. You know, all criticism is not destructive criticism, Yolanda. They're about constructive criticism to let you know, hey, I like that. You know, that's very unique that you have such a loud tone, but do you know how to tone it down a little bit? It may not be too comfortable for everybody else, you know? And I'm going, I got to turn my sound down. I can't. What? And so then you hear a man who's speaking at a regular tone and you going, what? But he like, am I talking to you that loud? My ears, please. Spare them. And I'm going, what are you talking about? So it is what it is. I had to learn the hard way and the most rude awakening of my life. The most rude awakening of my life, bro. This awakening definitely was not easy and it wasn't pretty. And they said it wasn't going to be. They was like, nope, your awakening is going to be very fucking brutal. Your ego death is going to be harsh. You might cry. You might scream. You might shout. You might throw shit. You might just go into another depressive funk again. To realizing you ain't shit. You did a lot of shit that created your life. So while you angry at somebody, be angry at yourself. Just be angry at you. Are you going to make the better choices now? Are you going to choose that salad over that donut next time? Are you going to cut up that watermelon and that lemon like you said you were going to do? Instead of letting it go bad in the refrigerator by choosing the donuts and the cakes and the cookies. You didn't want the donuts and the cakes and the cookies when you looked in the mirror and saw the donuts and the cakes and the cookies on your thighs, your stomach, your back. Definitely your back. And your arms. No. That's when you all of a sudden didn't like the cakes and the cookies. Even though you had the opportunity to choose the opposite. Now you have an addiction. You can't seem to stop now. You always want it now. Now you have to wean yourself off of the drugs. Just as well as the heroin addicts have to do. It's not easy. It's not going to be pretty either. So, yeah. That's been a lot. the revelation that I've just witnessed and experienced all at the same time. That two people in here. One witnessed it and one experienced it at the very same time. So my wait is almost over though, because I heard that was going to happen. Once I received that information to look inward, like Pharrell says, you gotta go inward, inward. Yeah, that's my song too. I love Pharrell. Even though all these damn celebrities is, the shit going on with these celebrities, it could just be the internet is like really harsh. These people, like, we finding all the dirt on all of y'all, you lying bastards. Y'all, so none of y'all are safe. I'm always looking at everybody on the side eye now. Like, okay, you were a pretender this whole time, and now you want me to believe you. I'm not believing shit no more. Like, I don't believe nothing any celebrity says or does anymore. All I can remember is the songs that made me smile, but then I still have to think about behind the scenes. Where did these songs come from? What did they mean? All of these celebrities have all types of shit going on, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that's why they call it Holly Weird. And the pandemic broke regular TV programming. It broke it to where nobody's watching it. They're now watching other people like me, you and me, regular people. No celebrities, unnamed, unknown people just popping up on YouTube, and they just sitting there watching them and following them and subscribing to them and joining their memberships. Like, these people, I like these people. I like the way they do business. So I'm feeling it. But at the same time, it's like, who the celebrities now? Now it's us. We're the celebrities. We have to still maintain a certain way about us because people are looking up to us now and want to see us on a regular basis, want to talk to us, want to listen to us. And I'm honest to God, this social media is not not social media, but what is this? I don't know. What is this? The internet? Streaming, I guess. YouTube basically is sort of like a social media, but it's more video based of, information and entertainment. But these people have created a whole nother industry outside of the Hollywood industry. And they stopped listening to it, stopped paying attention to it, stopped focusing on it, and started focusing on ourselves, hence the term YouTube. Y'all see what I'm going with this? Like, I've been talking about this, I don't know, let's say 53 minutes. I gotta go. It's been too long. I'm probably gonna talk y'all ear all the way off. But anyway, thank you for connecting to Your Soul Healing, where we focus on your soul healing while your soul's healing. It was a lot, we unpack and then, cleanse our energy. We just cleared some throat chakra a bit. And got some of that off our chest. And I was seeing before that I wasn't, I'm like, oh God, my ego was going crazy. Like, don't do it because you ain't got this, and don't do it because that, and don't do it because of this, and look at that. And I'm just like, I know me, because, the OCD that I had was crazy. The OCD I had was crazy. So I know. I don't know how people was doing it before, because, I know how I critique people's houses and how I critique different things going on in people's personal lives. Like, these little things are an eyesore sometimes. They're a, they're a magnet for your eyesight to make you look at it like, what is that? And why is that? And what happened there? Like, I'm I won't let go of that masculine energy a little bit. You know how men hold on to stuff for so long, even though it's falling apart? That's kind of what is going on with my chair. But it's comfortable. Like, what you want me to do? This is my work chair anyway. Maybe I do need to get a better chair, because that's probably why my back has been bothering me. But I also heard on YouTube that your from different chiropractors and stuff that said, even some awakened people who on the healing journey and stuff, when it comes to eating healthy and you know looking into your mental health and stuff like that, are saying the same thing. Like, these ascension symptoms, like, the world is changing before your eyes. The things that you saw before, you're not going to be seeing anymore. Things are changing before our eyes, and we have to change at the same time. So in order for us to create the healed land that we want to live in, we have to heal ourselves first. That's my original point at the beginning of this anyway. It's knowing that this utopia that we've been looking for in the Bible, that heaven that we've been looking for, is going to be on this planet. The kingdom of God is going to be on this planet. It already is. We just need to get there. And by getting there, we have to cleanse our food sourcing. We have to cleanse our bodies. We have to cleanse our minds of the previous traumatic programming that we had, so that we can stop seeing the negative things and perpetuating the negative things, creating the negative things. Then the positive things are going to start happening all over the place. The release of this oppression is going to happen if we just maintain the positive vibes, get there mentally by cleansing ourselves. If we're not so irritated and aggravated through all of the weird, toxins flowing through our bodies, we won't be creating this irritated, aggravated world. We are the creators of this universe. Hence that TV show I used to watch as a kid. You see what I'm saying? How everything kind of come together? I'm hearing people saying all over the place. More and more and more and more and more people are saying the same thing I'm saying. And I'm sitting there like, am I losing it? Like, did this happen? Like, did I create this life, or did this happen to remind me to get back on track, to creating a positive life for myself, to create the heaven on earth that we need to create down here? Because we outnumber the evil. If we only knew that, we would make some changes. And that's the only thing. A lot of us are asleep and not getting those signals to wake us up and say, hey, clean up your life. And then everything else will start getting better around you. Clean up your mind, clean up your body, then everything gonna start getting better around you. That's how I remember about the lady on TV, and I'm sitting there looking like, man, it seemed like everybody was just telling me to stay in my feminine energy, by be patient and all of this. I mean, it's just crazy how all of it is connected, and I'm losing it right now. I'm going backwards when I'm supposed to be leaving. Thank you all for listening this long. As you can tell, I'm in my healing journey, and I'm moving forward daily, growing and healing. And one of my affirmations on my window, my mirror, says, I am growing and healing every day. I am patient with myself, and I am patient with the process. And I believe that's my mantra now, because I have to remind myself of that. The reason I'm going through a lot of things that I've been going through is because of my patience level has been so low. I pushed away things that were meant for me to have sooner. but I wasn't patient. So now I have to reiterate patience in my mind, in my daily walk, whether it's with my diet or I live it, because I don't like saying diet anymore. 1 hour and 1 minute. 1 second rather. I am changing the way I think so that I can change everything else. I'll change my atmosphere. I'll change my comfortability. I'll change my stability. I'll change my lifestyle. I'll change to the person I always wanted to be, that I saw myself as a kid, once I start making the steps to do so. Eating healthy, meditating regularly, praying regularly, checking on myself, doing the self-love practices, no matter what it is, by showing myself love, giving myself the comfort and affection that I need on a regular basis, by reminding myself who I am and who God created me to be, then I'll be able to bring that to the world. All the things that I've seen myself doing that I wanted to do, the list goes so far. So who put the limitation on my mind to make me think that I couldn't go any further? I can go wherever I want to go. I can do whatever I want to do. And there's nobody that has jurisdiction or authority over me. It's just period. That's why I said the kingdom is going to be on this planet. Because if there's a lot of people like me waking up, seeing what they need to see, knowing what they need to know to do the things that they need to do to heal this planet, it will be done. And that's just period. That's all I have to say about that. And thank you all for listening this long. Again, peace, love, and light to you, my soul tribe.